Number one, this idea that you can have markets without morals, that the market itself will weed out the dishonest and so on. And it's manifest that the financial crisis of 2007-2008 was the result of the failure, not only of the market, but even of regulatory authorities, to see some very, very dangerous and rather self-seeking action on part of some banks, for instance. You have a situation today where global corporations find it quite easy to locate production in one part of the world, distribution in another part of the world, and paying taxes in a third part of the world, which for tax purposes is probably better if it's extraterritorial. So all of these are creating huge problems of the responsibility of corporations to local communities. So that's another one. And then you take the whole environmental issue, which is, we used to think in terms of ethics as what's right or wrong is usually judged in terms of the direct consequence of our actions. You cheat somebody or you're violent to somebody. There's an immediate connection between action and consequence. So right, wrong. But what happens when the consequences of our actions may have an effect only in 10 years' time, and that only in combination with another million or billion people failing to use, unleaded fuel, let's say. So the whole moral equation has become incredibly difficult, whether in terms of space or in terms of time. The moral community is now spread out across the world. Consequences are now long-term and not short-term. So all in all, we have not yet evolved moralities that can really solve these problems. You take utilitarianism, look at the consequences. Well, does utilitarianism tell you to look at the consequences tomorrow or 25 years' time? Utilitarianism can't answer that question. I don't know of a single moral code that allows us to deal with some of the complex issues today.